Yo, what's up YouTube? We're back with another video. This video is going to be about the Panzer Vulpaphyla, my personal favorite companion that I literally take in any type of content I do, whether it be early, end, whatever, it doesn't matter. This thing is so freaking amazing. I love it. I love my Panzer Vulpaphyla. So I'm gonna show you where to get it, how to get it, as well as the mods that I'm gonna put on it and where to get those mods as well. So let's go on with the video. So to get the Panzer Vulpaphyla, you're going to head over to Deimos, and then you're going to go ahead and head over to Knights of Nebris. So we can go over some prerequisites that you're going to need before we head over to Cambion Drift. So once you arrive here, you're going to head over to Sun. And these are the prerequisites that you're going to need, some stuff you're going to need. So you're going to go ahead and browse wares, and then you're going to head down. You're going to need a tranq rifle. Then you go back up. You're going to need a Vulpaphyla Echo Lure and a Vulpaphyla Pheromone Gland. You're going to need these three things. And then now we're going to head over to how to catch it. To catch a Panzer Vulpaphyla, you are going to have to wait till a FOSS cycle. There's a FOSS cycle and a VOM cycle. You're going to have to wait for FOSS. Otherwise, you're only going to get Crescent Vulpaphylas. If you're doing FOSS, then you'll get Panzer Vulpaphylas. I think I said that wrong, but yeah, it's doing its cycle change right now, and then we can go ahead and hunt for the Panzer Vulpaphyla. So you're gonna go ahead and pull out your Arcwing and then your Tranquilizer, and then on your mini map there'll be a green icon, and then inside that little green icon is gonna be a Vulpaphyla, and you're gonna basically look for this. It's like Boop Vulpaphyla Trail Start Point. It's gonna be on the ground, and then you're just gonna go ahead and follow the trail, which should lead to a call point. So the call point's over here. Now that we're here at the call point, I'm gonna get rid of these real quick. Now we're at the call point, we're gonna go ahead and use a Pheromone Gland, which is the Vulpaphyla Pheromone Gland. And then once you use that, you're gonna go ahead and use the Echo Lure and call for it. We're gonna wait for a call back. After it calls back, there's going to be something on the right side of the bar, which will be like a white X looking thing. And what you're basically going to do is it's going to move, and you're just going to have to match it, or rather stay in the middle of it. And then it's going to call back again. This is when you can go ahead and pull out your tranq rifle and look for it. So there's one right here. Perfect. It's a Panzer. We're going to go ahead and tranquilizer it. Just gonna wait till it gets a little closer. Okay, there we go. Now, don't capture it right away. We have to do some damage to it. So we're gonna go ahead and look for something here that can, while it's knocked out, just gonna try to pull something. Just try to find something, a way to damage it without damaging it yourself. So just gotta wait for this to, as you can hear it snoring, but we can't collect it just yet. It has to be damaged a little. This is probably a reason why the best way to do this is with an invisible frame. But as you can see, it's attacking it, it's weakening it a bit. It's gonna wait a little bit. All right, that should be enough. Hopefully. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and kill it, and then now we're gonna go call for collection. See, it says weakened Panzer Vulpaphyla. All right, perfect. So once you're back at Sun, you're gonna go ahead and go to Vulpaphyla Revivification. I don't know how to pronounce that. And then we're gonna go here, and as you can see, we have Panzer Vulpaphyla. We have two of them. We're going to go ahead and select it, equip, and now we need a mutagen and an antigen, which you can get from the browse wares from Sun, which I'll show you right now. Browse wares, and then you can get the mutagens and antigens from here. But going back, now for the mutagen, I went ahead and crafted myself a Zerem mutagen, and for antigen, I crafted myself a Plagan antigen. That way it looks like this. Now these antigens and mutagens just basically changed how they look. As you can see, the stats don't really change, don't change at all. It's just affects how it looks. So same thing with the mutagen. It just, oops, I'm gonna equip that. Same thing with the mutagen. It just changes how it looks. Like if you can see it by its tail. But yeah, this is the look we're gonna go for. And then after that, you're gonna go ahead and press build. Cannot claim not enough space in inventory to, okay, it's whatever. All right, perfect. Now we move on to the next step. As you can see, now we own it. Unranked Panzer Vulpaphyla. We're gonna have to guild it. It comes with viral quills, Panzer Devolution, and fetch. So we're gonna go ahead and guild this, and then we're gonna level it up a bit, and then we'll move on to the mod part. Now that our Panzer Vulpaphyla is max rank level 30, we're gonna head back to Deimos, talk to his son, and then we are gonna go to experimental procedures, and then you can guild it. It's gonna cost 5,000 rep and 10 sun tokens. Panzer Vulpaphyla, and then we're gonna go ahead and select a polarization. We'll just go with this one, and then we can name it. So I'm gonna name mine. My first Panzer was called Sanity X, so I'm just gonna call this Sleepy X. Okay. Are you sure you want to guild the selected companion? Yes. All right. And now you have other options like release companion, and releasing it will get you 30 sun tokens for a max rank one, and 15 sun tokens for a non-leveled one. And then in title, you can rename your companion for 15 plat. So our new Panzer is not for mud, so we're gonna go ahead and switch to our old Panzer, which does have mods and it is for mud. And we're gonna go ahead and start talking about mods and where to get them. On my last video, I did it a slow way, so I'm just gonna have stuff on the screen and it'll show you where to get all these mods. And I'm gonna go ahead and explain the important mods. And yeah, pause it if you need to. So we have the preset mod, Viral Quills. It launches 6 quills at enemies within 20 meters, each dealing 60 viral damage with 40% status chance. If the target is affected by viral status, a spore is added, 4-second cooldown. So it's basically free viral, right? Launches six quills, and it fires it pretty often. Then we have Panzer Devolution, devolves into its larval form when downed and attacks enemies with quills, dealing 60 viral damage each, regains true form after 30 seconds. So this is basically what makes Panzer quote-unquote immortal, because he's not actually dead. He turns into a larval form and still does the same thing. Synth Deconstruct, it pairs with Equilibrium, and this is basically for energy management. Martyr Symbiosis, drains and stores 20 health from corpses within 25 meters up to 40% of your health. If your health falls below 10%, companion downs itself to heal you. It's basically a, oh shit, I'm about to die, and then Panzer will save you. Tenacious Bond, headshot kills reduce companion recovery timer by 3 seconds. If the companion's critical chance is over 50%, then you gain 1.2 final critical damage multiplier. Now, we're gonna go ahead and go to Panzer Claws here. And we do have over 50% critical chance because of Bite. Bite is, I believe, out of all the mods, this is probably the most expensive. I'll put on screen how to get it, but me personally, I just bought it. I bought it for, I think, like 120, 110 plat. I don't remember. It was around there. But yeah, so this will give us over that 50% critical chance, which means that we gain a 1.2 final critical damage multiplier. Calculated redirection, 250% shield capacity. Why do you need this? Because of reinforced bond. If the companion exceeds 1,200 max shields, which it is because of calculated redirection, then your fire rate is increased by 60%. That's a free 60% fire rate on your weapons. And then reloading restores 150 overshields to your companions. That part is kind of whatever. It's the fire rate is what we're really focused on with this one. Then we have Loyal Retriever, 13% chance to double credit and resource pickups. It's nice. It's nice to have quality of life thing. animal instincts, loot radar, enemy radar, and then fetch is your basic. Your companion will pick up your stuff because you don't want to. And yeah, that is pretty much it for the mods. Like I said, if you need to go back to see where to get these mods, then just go back and pause it, and then the list will be there. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the simulacrum, and I'll just show you what the Panzer actually does. So we're here at the simulacrum. I'm gonna go ahead and summon 20 corrupted heavy gunners. They're gonna be paused just so you can see what Panzer does or how it works. And he basically fires quills that add viral to the enemies. And viral is one of the strong statuses you can apply, as it increases damage to health. And he will just keep firing. So I'm gonna go ahead and unpause these enemies. So 20, unpause, and then show you what it looks like when he dies. Okay. So he's gonna die right now. And then he'll show up on my head. And this is his larval form. And he still fires quills while being in larval form. Not as much as when it's not in larval form, but still fires quills. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you found this informative or useful, and if you did, please consider subscribing. I'm your not so serious content creator, signing off.